Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. You must be dreaming.
First carry for Darius Geis. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Switch it. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. It's complete to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready. Can't you stop?
Watch 54. Danny. Hey, watch it.
Yo, go.
Mike 54.
Let's go. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
Son, H&A. You want this?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rudolph. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Watch tight end.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, box truck. Get it.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Rudolph. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Back to the air, Rudolph. The quick slant caught. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A gain of 5, but not enough, leads to a 4th and goal. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Blue draw corporate.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Yes. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10.
30 base.
44-yard line.
Mike, 54.
Tighten up.
Big grip.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
60 yards. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Hey, Oregon.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, lock it. Right. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Shift. Ready.
On 1st down, Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go. Hey, high 7. Ready to go. Push him back. Get it.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And Diggs has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
25, Bravo. 25
the mic. Watch the run. Hey, 25. We'll go 25 the mic. Go.
5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Check. Go.
Yo.
First and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Zipper.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Go.
Watch the motion.
Yep.
Mike 7. Rip right.
And go.
Try to power it in with Arma. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now. Five. Secret.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. It's wearing the tight end with it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Crunch time, defense.
Ready?
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Got his target, Samuel. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
30 base.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
5.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Well, nobody leaked. Big play. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Come. 54 Mike. Check. Watch the go.
To throw again, Lawrence.
Watch the screen.
He completes it to Boyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check 26, check 26. Go.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Shake 3. 218, chop it.
Brings that 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, Echo. Sit up. Deep grip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's
now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Well, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2.
Alpha.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mike 7. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, dude.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rudolph. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Here we go.
Here's Rudolph. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ito Smith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their
The
own 23-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Rudolph looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Rudolph. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Go now. 30 base.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Hey, Haywood! Now go! Fight!
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete here. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Three down. Mike, 7. I got one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready, set.
Mike 57. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Switch.
Protein spill. Let's go.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 41, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Come on,
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a give, right side. Swift. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Left side caught by Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Going to give this time to the tailback.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now a a shot into coverage downfield is complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. On the ready.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. A first down carry for Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
61, matchbox light. Get it.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Ready? 60 out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Switch. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Five.
Well, they will throw it here with Rudolph. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Watch the slant. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight to the right. 3 down. Smooth. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Rudolph. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bengals 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he will.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Got it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Ready? Get it.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
54, Mike. Come. Check. Watch 54. Watch 5.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
17.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.